This is Deckard 6. It's rainy and dark outside, so let's stay inside and play a video game about making video games. We're continuing our look at the unofficial Game Dev Tycoon expansion pack, and we are going to make use of another new topic. Another one of the sports subgenres we've been seeing a whole bunch of. This time we're going to do hockey. We're going to do it as an action game, I think, for Itara 5200. Continuing to use the new engine. Let's make it for everyone, I think. I'm not sure if young will work for this system. And everyone is always a good fallback. And we're going to call it Canada, I guess, Simulator. Alright, I'm having a spell fail. Yeah. Set to action. Alright. Yes, I'm doing a Canada joke. This is in no way representative of my actual feelings of Canada. I've been there a couple of times, mainly because Toronto was closer than New York City for us, so if we wanted to go see opera or stage, it was cheaper to go to Toronto than New York City. It was also back when our money was worth significantly more than Canadian, so that's no longer the case. Got to say the British cast of Les Miserables there. It was quite fun. Scooby-Doo's off the market, having made quite a bit of money. And we're finally starting to get some ideas about what we want for these games. Where we actually want our sliders to be. Still not sure what those little numbers on the topic selection are. And now, casual games. Oh, down goes the G64. We got a fairly good balance of design and action on this one, so I'm hoping we're going to get some good score. Though it didn't actually set any records, which once again now makes me less confident. But we are going to research casual games. And hopefully have enough research points to add a couple of features. To a new engine, and then make our collectible card game. Decidedly mediocre reviews, even for a garage level game. Still, at the garage level, there's not that much you can do to force your game to be good besides making a new engine. Wow, did we really get no experience research points for that? Have they changed how you gain research points? When we were doing research, we weren't doing generating the game report. Derp derp. Yep, there come the research points. That'll let us get us at least one feature. And the game length's coming soon. So I think we'll end up making it for the game length. Come on. There you go, buddy. Hockey and action is only an okay combination. More you know. I guess better user experience is probably just a good all-around one to throw in. I'd love to be able to add a second feature, but with all the research we've been doing, we really haven't gotten the research points for it. I think I might throw a couple of contracts in there. I usually don't like making an engine without at least two new features in it. Your cash to return ratio just doesn't feel quite up there. Though if we don't get any research points out of this, we might not have a choice. Though we could always put out another game real quick. Oh, here comes the game wing. Yep. Well, guess we're going to create the custom engine with better usability. And we'll just call it a new-ish engine. I mean, it's just a little newer. Get us at least something out for this Gameling casual collectible card game. You'll be able to use the connector cable to trade cards with your friends. That actually sounds like a really good idea. Why didn't anyone do that? Better make Buddy the big money. Come on. There he goes. Newish engine. Develop new game. A card game. Let's go for young. A casual game on the Gameling using the newish engine. And we'll call it Sorcery. Because there's never been any sort of large-scale collectible card game with a magical theme. This is a completely original topic idea. Alright, casual. All about the gameplay. Story and quests, you're minimal. The engine, you're minimal. We're getting access to marketing. Let's see, level design, super important. Artificial intelligence will give some. Dialogue, screw that. The more I think about this, the more I wish there was a game like this on the Game Boy. It totally could have cashed out just like Pokemon. Though, maybe there just wasn't enough memory in one of those cartridges to hold a game like this. What do we need? Graphics and sound, I think, are the most important things. So let's go with those. Or maybe there's a way of like, well, how do you decide who gets what cards? Now you can always do the Pokemon method of a red and blue version. And we ship it. That looks good numbers. But apparently not good enough. Though we've done some highly specialized games before, so maybe it just doesn't actually set any records in any one category, but overall it might be higher numbers. We'll find out, won't we? Bosses! Huh. Goal hint. And it's not a good sign that we're having to get the goal hint that we want to get $1 million. But considering we're mostly dicking around this time. Alright, a 10. Now, I know the game sort of weights it once you get to this point to try to get you better scores so that you can get out of the garage and get into your small company. So this might be partly just the game's pushing us along. We'll see when we do our game report, see if we actually had a really good match. Is that's really good. See that? $1 million in sales from the first week? Yeah, that typically is what kicks me over, is a really good Gameling game. This is what I tried to do when we were doing my main series, but the best laid plans. Now, we're going to have to spend a little time setting up our team. There you go. Casual and card game is a great combination. Artificial intelligence is not hugely important. Yep, we know that. Target match, card game, young, great. And we know Gameling is great with young. We've matched up everything perfectly there. Oh, right, we need staff management training first. Always seems like a little excessive. I mean, I guess it's there to teach you about training before you start filling in your team. It kind of makes sense from a first play perspective, but it just seems unnecessary for every additional playthrough. Yep, nerds are doing quite well. Nerds have made gaming history! And we have got plenty of money to start recruiting our team. We're going to start off with a tech specialist. Just over $500,000. Let me have you doing some research. As much as I'd want to do marketing, let's throw some research at the wall and then make a new engine. I know it's soon, but we really had kind of skimped on that last engine, and I want to start getting experience in 3D graphics. So we can do that while our team is adjusting. I'm hoping we're getting 1,000,000 units off of this, though it doesn't look quite likely. Alright, tech specialist. Wow, the actual secondary stats on that are abysmally low. Two are super tech heavy. I think I'm going to go with you because your secondary stats are a little bit higher. Actually, yeah, let's get Brenda. Oh right, I'm actually going to need to research medium games, aren't I? I'm good at planning, though I can probably end up doing that. How much is it for medium games? Only 10 RP? Yeah, I can do that after I make the new engine. I should get enough research points off of making the engine to do that. So let's research bosses. It's new. Just throw it in there. Make use of a new one. And we want a... Oh, reel. Yes, a show reel for this one. And a design specialist. Sorcery's still selling. Once again, horrible secondary stats. Woo! All that design. All that design and at least passable secondary stats. Bill, you're on the team. Didn't quite make that 1,000,000. And a game demo. I think I might actually end up recruiting all 4 people earlier this time. Because we're going to have to make a wider variety of game types, so having more people to cover different specialties can be quite important. Your speed's abysmal, but I like that research. Though your speed's amazing and your research isn't that much lower. Phyllis, you're on the team. We'll start the staff welcoming training. Let's do another game demo. What the heck? Let's do it. Let's get the whole shebang at this point. Research. Not research, searching. Searching. Ding. Alright, who do we got? Ricky looks like a good good contender. He's slightly higher in design, got really good speed. Ricky, you're on the team. So to sort of defy gender norms, our design-heavy people are all men, our artists are all men, and our programming coding people are all women. So next up is, once they're done with their training, we will start the new engine. Yeah, this looks like a good team. We should be able to do plenty of different types of games with this. And we have plenty of money to sort of, take our time and develop our team rather than having to rush something out. Also, since we're not having a goal, we can afford to take our time. As much as I just researched 3D Graphics version 3, yeah, let's go with that. Sometime I might do a 2D focused studio, but this time we're going to go a more traditional route. And it's definitely a kind of new engine. And we added some new features to it. G64 goes out, and shows we only made about... Oh, there goes the grappling touch too. Oh well. They won't really be missed. Come on, I need some research points out of this, guys. Guys? Okay, here they come. Come on, guys. I need 10. Okay, there we go. Security upgrades? Sure. Why the heck not? And research. Medium games. I'll have everyone else do some contract work while we wait. Maybe get a few more research points. Get us the option to do a new topic for our publishers. Though I'm feeling the research point squeeze already, so I'm probably going to do some research training as soon as I can. nerds are now able to publish medium games. Yep, publisher contracts. I'm familiar with this. We'll see what's available in a second. What is this? A big part of their project is helping game developers get better attention. Let's talk about the current game industry. Interview asked if you would predict the future of game industry. This dynamic progress in the electronic industry will probably catalyze the product of new platforms. There's a great chance for game industry to progress in many ways. I think that's good, right? Let's get our accounting. This makes more. Let's get that 10 research points so we have the option for topic research if we need to. Almost there. There we go. That's enough tennis balls. Just as our people are finally starting to refill their efficiency bars too. So, publishing deals. Any topic strategy, Evolution RPG. We already know this goes awful. I don't think Steampunk Casual will do much good. Or any topic adventure for the young. This one pays better, though it requires a fairly high minimum score. So let's see if we have anything that looks good for adventure. It's not a new topic, but it's a young, so detective I think will work decently. I think mystery works better for mature. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Trying new things, that's what this series is all about. Once Buddy's done researching that, we'll start making our young targeted adventure. So it's going to be a detective game. Adventure probably still only works really on the PC. And it's a kind of new engine. Need a name. Great Mouse Detective. Disney tie-in. Graphics version 3. Or 3D graphics version 1. Alright, we're getting a few points in there. That's a good sign. And adventure is like sort of the opposite of casual in some ways. You want super high story and quests. So we'll get Billy on there. Ricky here, and Brenda on engine. We're gonna risk burning out our designs more than anything else on this one. I really need to tell my roommate to stop cooking when I'm making these series. I just get the smells wafting up, and it's really distracting. Dialogue's super important. Bosses in an adventure game? You heard it here first, folks. Pioneering new features. Yeah, the features you include aren't that important thematically. They're just their point value, which you can roughly see by how much they cost to implement. Alright, world design's super important. And beyond that, I can't really remember which is more important in an adventure game. Let's see. World design is the most heavily design influenced, I believe. And I think these are both fairly even splits. So Phyllis can take those. Alright, that looks good. Seriously, my mouth is watering as I'm trying to make this series. Doing a lot of movie titles in this series. Probably because they're one of the first things that float to the top when I'm trying to quick think of a game title. Because I can't use an actual game's title. So ripping off movies seems to be the way to go. New records, of course, because it's our first time making a medium game. Collectibles. Huh. So, like doing those deluxe editions, I guess. We're going to train everyone in don't repeat yourself, I think. No, make me think, that's it. Right away. Because we need more research points. And this is probably the best way to It's our only real way to get him at this point. Alright, let's see if we can make our 8s. There's an 8. There's another 8. Remember, our target goal for this one is an 8 for our publisher contract. Don't... Oh, all games! You fuddy-duddy. I'm not sure if it actually needs our average score to be an 8 or our most frequent score to be an 8. Meets our required rating, so I guess it's just our most frequent score. Alright, all games, you're off the hook this time. And we're making some pretty good money off of the Great Mouse Detective. Now, do we do some additional training? I don't know. Let's... Game Pack's the only new topic, and I still just... It just seems weird to me. Like, I'm not like weird that it exists at all. I'm just not sure what to do with it. And I still don't know what the hell these numbers are for! Alright. We'll let our team have a little time, and then we'll send them on vacation, I think. You can generate our game report. I think we'll start off the new year by... making a new game, seeing what publishing deals are available. You should... There you go. And I'll get you all... What the hell was that? There was something else on that menu. Oh, that was the only thing that hurt us, is young on the PC. But it wasn't awful. Buy a black bull. Is that like Red Bull? That might be a way to spend cash to temporarily boost their efficiency, like if you're in the middle of a project development and you don't want to have to send them on vacation, you can just buy them a black bull to keep them going until the end. It seems most likely. I almost tempted just to do another round of Make Me Think this time. But no, we'll do some level of specialization. Buddy, I think, will once again end up in level design. He's just naturally inclined to do it, I think. It's a... Like, you want Buddy to probably do one of your balanced types, since he's already very balanced. Let's see, so that means we want probably coding complete. And you are our coder, so coding complete. You are a designer, so game design for... It's game dev gems, right? And game design for Pirates is balanced? Hopefully I'm not misremembering this. It shouldn't screw up too bad if it is, it's just slightly inconvenient. And I think I'm going to try to bring you two sort of into parallel. Make you very flexible staff members. Great Mouse Detective goes off the market, making have about 2 million in sales. That's good for us. I remember seeing on the feature list something about being able to set our price points. I think that might have to come with a larger company. Alright, publishing deals. I mean, when you're working at publishers, they get to set it anyway. Point and click on the TS? Heck no. Excuse me a second. There, that's better. So, let's see. Steampunk any genre. Still not a big fan of publishing things for the Master V. Warlock any genre. Do we try it again? And a movie's adventure. Movie's adventure mature. Well, alright, I guess we're going to be trying something new with Warlocks. I mean, our last attempt just didn't work. So, Warlocks for everyone on the game lane. Simulation worked okay. Let's try an action game. Using the kinda new engine. Well, Witches and Warlocks is a series that has gone into the dustbin of history. I mean, a new Warlock title. I mean, Warlock's very specific. It's a male witch. So why did necessarily we have to do a male witch? why don't we just do Witch's Brew? We could do a female warlock. Not brow, brew. There we go. Well, we're getting at least a few points in the opening, which is a good sign. And we are doing an action game, so story and quest is down and engine is up. So is gameplay. I want to get gameplay up so that Brenda has up to 50, so we can also get her going for artificial intelligence in the next one. Oops, sorry, I bumped the mic there. Think that'll work. And Ricky... Yeah, this looks like a... I'm actually going to put Billy here because I want the design. But that might also screw up our tech balance. I'm going to go with this. I'm just going to have to assume that we're going to get enough tech points out of our really good tech people. Immediate inquiry. Curious about decisions? Well, it's not going to be dialogue, so I'm assuming it's sound. You don't really get any hype from those. I'm assuming they're there mostly to teach people about what you want to put in games your first time around. This was also back before they had the hint system. Artificial intelligence up, dialogue's down. Level design also up. There we go. And we'll have Ricky also handle dialogues there. There, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out a handle on some of these new topics. The original game's topics were, if not directly self-explanatory, fairly intuitive. And some of these have been intuitive, and some of them have been a bit more... It's hard to describe. They've been a bit finicky, at least they feel to me, as deciding what I actually want to make with them. Don't get me wrong, more topics is always nice, and it might just be that I'm so used to certain topics that new ones are sort of throwing me off my rhythm. But maybe it's alright. It's Warlock in particular that's making me complain about this. Like, card game, I figured that one out. The sports games, they're fairly easy to figure out. But what would Warlock actually be as a genre? Alright. Training time. You guys know what's coming. That's right. More making me think. Oh, here's our reviews for Witch's Brew. I actually can't remember what our target was for this one. I mean, it was really our only option, so it doesn't really matter, but... we were going to make it regardless, but I'd like to be able to make our target. 7, 8, 9, 10? Are we going to get that? No. A solid 8. I think that's going to be good enough. I can't imagine us needing more. Make me think. Get to thinking. Decent sales. Can't remember what our royalties were for that either. Once again, it was really our only option, so we took it regardless. We're gonna let them make their own fan games. I don't think the cash you can get from this in any way is worth it. The fans just pay off more in the long run. Particularly when that's, you know, a 15% increase in our fans. That's significant at this stage. And we're going to generate the game report on Witch's Brew. So apparently action works better with Warlock. And we're going to do marketing research. So we need to start being able to do our own marketing. And I think we'll do a couple of contracts and another training. Though it looks like that might have to wait for next time, as we are rapidly running out of time in this episode. Yep, here comes the Super TAS. Still no new consoles in this era. Oh, we have just enough points. Warlock and action is a great combination. So maybe it's one of those more action-focused sort of fantasy games. Alright, platform match action and gambling's okay. Audience match and gambling's good. Yeah, this looks like satisfactory. We got a lot of new information, which is Actually quite important, and something I'm not used to seeing with making my safe bets all the time. So that's it for this episode, and I hope you're enjoying seeing the new stuff, and there's definitely more to come. I know there are some features that are only going to come as our company starts growing. Let's see them together next time.